7 hours of commercial-free football start now.
What's up, Doc?
Y'all heard what I said, podcast. Tell Darrin, Diesel D, week 4 showdown. All right, you got Lamar Jackson continue to show his money worth through 3 weeks. As you've seen, like, he's first in like touchdowns, passing rate, and the third in rushing yards. Who wins this matchup between the Ravens and Bills?
This gonna be honestly, this not even gonna be Bills versus Ravens. This is gonna be Lamar Jackson versus Josh Allen. Let's just put it right there.
Say it like that.
I mean, I know what the scorecard gonna say. It's gonna say Ravens with a score of Bills, but this is the battle of Josh Allen versus Lamar Jackson. Josh Allen getting a big contract. He deserved it. But now we talking about a former Heisman winner. We talking about a former MVP. Still ain't got paid. This shit been going on since the end of last season. We 3 weeks in. 3 weeks into the season. You can debate it, you can be biased. But based off of his play, not the team's play, his play, Lamar Jackson is the number 1 quarterback, best quarterback in the league right now through 3 weeks. Based off of his play. I don't care about the rest of the team. I don't care about what everybody else is doing, what drops did, what fumbles did, what he's doing alone. His vision is what he sees to not get sacked, all this. He's the best QB. You can, like I said, you can debate Josh Allen, but you losing last week, not your fault completely, but I feel like I can blame it on your fault because they should have been up by more than what they was, in my opinion. But Lamar deserves to be paid. At this point, he was right declining that contract, and now he can ask for more. If he wins this game, y'all better pay him, or he should leave.
If you're giving Lamar more advice on the contract situation and his career in the next few years, what would you say, Ed?
Oh man, this is funny. First of all, man goes through his own contract situations on his own.
Yep.
But being that I'm on the analyst side of this thing, if I was giving Lamar more advice, if I was giving him advice, he's in season now. He's playing. I know he's not practicing either yesterday or today. So he just got to be smart. I'm not telling him to play scared or anything because I don't think he's going to do that. He hasn't displayed that. But he has to be smart, because it is a business, and they will use that shit against you, whether you like it or not. You can think these people love you. They're showing their true colors right now, and there's no shots at the Ravens because they're an organization that's a business. It's a business first. It's the NFL and it's football to the players and us, and we love that, but it's a business first to the league. I experienced it. I know it for a fact. That shit hasn't changed. But that's just the way it is, man. You gotta know how to operate your business. It's the real world. It's no different than being in any other business. It's no different than being in another business. So.
When you say they'll use that against you, do you mean if he got hurt playing the way he plays?
Yeah, of course. They ain't got to pay you as much. Something. You know what I'm saying? He don't finish the season. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't finish the season last year. So, it's a business, man. It's a business, bro. I don't know how else to tell you. It's no clearer than that, without having to give a bunch of constructive criticism or whatever. It's a business. So,
would you change the way he played if you were him for now until it's done?
I don't have to say if I was, because I was in his position. I just wasn't quarterback. Yes, I would change because I did change. When I went through the situation with the Ravens, I became, I was in my last year, my rookie contract, and I knew I deserved more. I still know for a fact in this lifetime that I was underpaid. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a business, man. You got to understand it, that, you have to be smart about what you're doing as well, because this is my business. This is still my company, you know, right here. You know what I'm saying? So whether that's eating right, staying healthy, getting proper rest, you know, being where I'm supposed to be, doing this interview. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to do that accordingly. Like, we had a time to be here. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not prompt, if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, Crown Royal, you know, who's the whiskey sponsor of the NFL, you know, and my partner for the last few years would be like, maybe we need to renegotiate. You know, maybe we need to release Ed. Maybe we need to find somebody else. It's the nature of business. It's the same exact thing. You know, like, it's no different. It's no different. So, yes, I would tell Lamar to be smart. You know, if I was his teammate, I damn sure would be telling him. And I spoke to him that way.
Facts. He shouldn't even be keep waiting through the season. Like, y'all know what he's done for y'all. What's this now? 40-12 now as a starter? What are we waiting for?
Someday waiting until the...
You waiting for the nigga to take you all the way to the Super Bowl? Like, damn.
It gotta be.
But, yeah. Where we at?
It's gonna be a
we
tough
Baltimore. We in Baltimore? We in Baltimore. We in Baltimore. Ravens win this game. 5-6. 34-28 off of Josh Allen pick at the end.
I think it could be a game like the Bucks and the Bills from last season. When somebody come back. Or even last week with the Bills and Ravens. I mean the Dolphins and Ravens. Now I don't know. I think it might depend on the weather too.
I think it might actually be that way. I actually kind of agree with him. I feel like the Ravens might be up like 21-7 at halftime and get the ball coming out of halftime. And there's going to be some shit where the Bills got to come back. They're going to be talking all this glory shit about Josh Allen to make him look like the hero because he then came back to try to prove his worth. And it's going to get stopped by somebody like Marcus Peters picking. Or the vintage Baltimore Ravens hit that bitch from behind like last week.
Calais game.
Yeah, so. But that's what I feel.
Yeah, well, I was saying it depends on the weather. If it don't rain enough, I think it'll be a high scoring game. But if it do, I think it might be trouble for both teams. I think it's gonna be a lot of turnovers.
I honestly don't agree with that. If it's raining, I'm taking the Ravens. They've dominated as a running team for over a decade. And you're led by basically a nigga that they still consider a running back. Like, if it's raining, Lamar don't even gotta throw the ball. He can be Lamar. Hand off here, triple reverse his head, full house toss here. This nigga, we've seen them lead the league in rushing like 3 out of the last 5 years as a team. You talking about rain and snow? I'm not worried about that.
Don't let Lamar start fumbling though. Like he did against the Steelers.
If anything, I'm worried. If anything, if it's a clear day, I feel like that favors the Bills more for a clear day than the Ravens.
Yeah.
Because Josh Allen, if it's clear, he throwing for 400 out that bitch. I don't know how many touchdowns and picks, but yards, at least 400. He might have 250 by halftime. Because that nigga, I ain't seen a nigga throw like him in a long time. I ain't seen a nigga get hard like him since Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning be 22 for 25 in the first half. 250 and 3 touchdowns.
You know, Lamar is as dynamic as it gets. You know, early on in his career, they tried to say he was just a runner, and you know he's did nothing but prove that he's a total package. You know, he can throw the ball, he can run the ball, he can do whatever it takes to win games, to put his teammates in great situations to win, and that's why he should be the highest paid player in the NFL, and that's why he should have the biggest contract out of all the quarterbacks, which will make him, you know, the highest paid quarterback in the NFL, and he's done everything that he could possibly do to put himself in a great situation for that. And I know that he's past it and he's not going to talk about it, but, you know, even though we got a competition and even though I want to win, you know, I also, you know, I have respect for the game and I know what's right, and it's only right for, you know, the guys to get it done over there. I'm sure he wouldn't talk about it and I'm sure he wouldn't go there, but, you know, I can.
Depending on the weather, I'm going Justin Tucker game-winning field goal, Ravens win, or
I was going to say that was my original thing, but I don't like to always say a nigga going to win by 3. So I just said they going to win at the end, but a different way.
That's what either they going to win from Justin Tucker game-winning field goal, or the Bills going to win by double digits. Because I don't know what's wrong with the Ravens secondary.
Yeah, the secondary nasty.
And depending on the weather, if the Bills can in some way pull it out, I'm putting the X factor with unsung hero on Devin Singletary.
I like that because Devin Singletary has reemerged, and I feel like it took him a while. He knows he's a running back, but he had to understand the system he's in.
Yeah.
He's in the system of a passing fucking weapon. So you had to change your game, and I feel like in the offseason he's been working on that receiving and that blocking. And now Josh Allen knows he has his weapon because we gave Zach Moss a chance.
Mm-hmm.
We drafted James Cook because we wasn't sure about neither one of y'all niggas. But now through these 3 weeks, I feel I've seen the most confident Devin Singletary I've seen in his career since his first 3 fucking games of his rookie year. This Devin Singletary look legit.
Very mutual respect between one another, but he's in Buffalo and I'm over here in Baltimore, so it can't be no hanging out and stuff like that. But when we see each other, we show respect among each other.
More now. Yeah, Haloti said it best. The longer it takes, the higher the price is going to go. And this is very uncharacteristic from Baltimore. The organization is known for taking care of its guys. Like, I've never went this deep. Like, I had a franchise tag year. It's all part of the business. But usually, like a deal's going to get done. I mean, it's not Lamar's fault that they're giving out guaranteed contracts to quarterbacks now. And he's the best one. It's up. This is his year. You know what I'm saying? So, and like you said, he's improved. Like, every time they try to discredit Lamar as a quarterback, he just proves them wrong. You know what I'm saying? They can't win without him. And the offense that he's in, Greg Roman, he dominates that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what more do you want him to do? He didn't already play for it, and it's costing you more. You might as well get it done. Man. Just like I said, like Lamar, and he's made the playoff 3 out of 4 years. When he got hurt, ain't no playoffs. They was 8-4 when he got hurt. Didn't win another game. You're not gonna win without him. Like whether they want to be in denial, he's the guy. And if you look around the league, you can't just go out there and just buy quarterbacks and expect them to produce like that. Not anymore.
Yeah, he does. And to end this off, we're going to end it off with one of Darrin's favorite segments.
Tip.
You ready, Darrin?
Tip for that.
Darrin's unpopular opinion / bold predictions.
It's bold predictions.
Go ahead, Darrin.
Sponsored by nobody.
Unpopular opinion. Jalen Hurts is going to win the NFL MVP this season. If the Eagles continue to keep going with these,
I cannot. If this was the beginning of the season, I would say, come on, yo, and I would agree that's an unpopular opinion. But based off of the fact that we've seen 3 games, and he's the first quarterback in history to put up 900 passing yards and 150 rushing yards in the first 3 games. Vic didn't do that, no other quarterback. Based off of we've seen him already break history, I got stuff to go off of to say that's not unpopular these 3 weeks with an undefeated record.
Yeah, that would be more of a bold prediction.
Yeah, that's more of a bold prediction than an unpopular opinion.
That's all you got?
Because Tom Brady can have 0 touchdowns and 10 picks and still be the top one MVP hold.
Basically. I'm trying to think of some more.
Nah.
The Commanders going to beat the Cowboys in Dallas. Cooper Rush going to get his first loss.
It's in Dallas too?
Yeah.
And Dak going to be back.
You still on that command and
stuff,
right?
Saying too bad.
Still on that command and stuff.
Bold prediction. My favorite quarterback going to retire mid-season. He's going to retire mid-season. First, it's going to start off with a losing record, then he's going to get hurt. And he's just not going to play the rest of the game. That's how it's going.
He almost got hurt in the game.
That's how I think it's going to be. I'm only saying mid-season because his last game is going to be like week 11, but he's not going to play the rest of the games if he get injured. He's just going to say he's done.
Because they're going to be like 4
if they ain't like a regular Tom Brady like 10-4 record, that nigga done.
Bold prediction: the Cincinnati Bengals not gonna make the playoffs.
I actually ain't got nothing to defend against that. Cause they looking a little rough. Them and the Rams, both of them 2 motherfuckers. I don't know what. Yeah. These are teams from the Super Bowl. Scary.
I was about to say the Chargers too. Herbert ain't healthy.
To be honest,
defense don't get that stuff together. I told you it's a whole new season, and people talking about the Chargers defense. The season ain't even start yet for y'all to see them defense. Just because they added players, don't mean it's gonna be a good.
Yeah, right now, I see the same old Chargers. I see the Chargers that got all the potential to be the top seed in the division, but they just want to act like the San Diego Chargers. You know how when teams know they not more known than other teams, and they just don't care. Like, they know they're not a more known team than the Broncos and Raiders as a franchise. And instead of changing that and starting to win some fucking divisions like Phillip Rivers and LaDainian, they just like, fuck it. We'll just say the Chargers.
It ain't that far. He played 12 road games a year.
I mean, he's actually right.
Most of that home games, most of that home games, he like road games. I remember one time they was playing the Steelers at the soccer. It was like 90% Steelers, man.
And now the tough say that I take it back now because they had a hard 10, 15 years. Remember they was in the fucking college stadium for like 2-3 years.
Stadium.
That motherfucking stadium they had no upper level. Never mind. I'm sorry, y'all.
Microsoft.
No, but the Chargers offense is good like that.
After they left Qualcomm
but their offense can only carry them so far with Herbert and the people. The defense had to show up at some point. Can't be the same stuff yet. Yeah.
Honestly, I told you it's a whole new season. Like some teams playing different this year. Austin Eckler don't even look like he's that involved.
That's what I was about to say.
Right
I was
now,
about to say, even though they got the
last
same
year.
core, that's why I said what I said. Although they got all the potential to be the best in their division, they just like they just cool being a better team than old Chargers teams.
Yeah.
Like we know Herb is top. To me, he's a top 5 quarterback, and to me, he's the main person that wants to win. Keenan Allen, although he's still the man, he's the veteran. And you know how sometimes veterans they pass their prime and they just like he's like how Steve Smith was when he went to the Ravens. He gave his all when he was on the Panthers, but you know he's still Steve Smith. That's how I feel about Keenan Allen. We know Keenan Allen can still have a $150 and 2 touchdowns at any moment. But at this moment, you my leader, Herbert. Whatever you do, I'm with. Mike Williams, 100 yards this game, 2 catches the next game. It's been the same thing for 4 years. I don't know what to do. And as you just said about Eckler, 1 year he looks like he a top 5 running back. The next year, I don't know what to think of the nigga, if he gonna lose his job or not.
Yeah, and it been a kind of good and weird first 3 weeks of the season. Like for the top people in the league, receiver wise and running back wise. It's only been 3 weeks, but can they pick it up for the next 14 weeks?
I agree
like
with
you've
him.
seen that
Because
most
of the people.
You've seen the first game Justin Jefferson had. Now look what he had.
Oh,
now I'm looking at it
that's
fantasy
exactly
wise.
what I was about to
fantasy
say.
football. I look at it from fantasy wise too. Look what Justin Jefferson just
When
you look at it from the draft,
nigga, my scores was nasty. I didn't even look at my team at the 1 o'clock game because I knew I lost.
Like you said, when you look at it from a draft standpoint, all those top 2 round people, what are they doing? Because like Darrin just said, I'm still looking at Jonathan Taylor to be a top 5 running back, but I'm scared the way the team is playing. Because if I give you 5 rushes for 20 yards and then we down by 14, I'm not getting that many more rushes no more.
As I would say, Darrin know who I'm always blaming on.
Like Justin Jefferson.
It's always Frank Reich.
Justin Jefferson can't catch the ball himself. So at that point, I don't want to blame Kurt because Kurt, every time we ready to throw Kurt under the bus, he go on like a 2-3 game win streak and then throw for 300 yards or something.
It was Kurt's fault on
but
Monday.
I'm like, yo,
he was on prime
you
time.
can't go from them saying Justin Jefferson's gonna have a breakout season and could possibly be the best receiver in the league. The 2 catches, 2 straight games
for 33 yards.
The only one person
dropped a touchdown.
Was
fumbled one time in another game. Cooper Kupp literally scores every game. Has the nigga really scored a touchdown like 14 straight games?
Yeah, only 2 people that's up there.
Now watch I pick him anytime score on Monday, and the nigga don't score.
Cooper Kupp and Stephon Diggs, and don't forget my breakout guy.
That ain't his breakout. That's my breakout guy.
That's why I
discovered that guy last season.
That's why I picked him because I remember when you had him, I was like, oh yeah, I played championship.
Y'all know I find gems. I find niggas before they get found, man.
Yeah. Other than that, let's see if guys can pick it up.
Yeah, guys got to pick it up.
Week 4 already. You know how NFL season be rolling. From Telp, Darrin did on tonight. D. Y'all heard what we said. Y'all heard what I said. We gone. Get out of here.